All right, folks, we are going to now look at the New Jersey governor's race because the New Jersey polls have closed. And so let's take a look at what's going on in New Jersey, where you have Mikey Sherrill versus Jack Ciattarelli. And the big scandal of this campaign, which has made this race a little closer than perhaps it should be, how Mikey Sherrill's family made millions after what she was elected to Congress. So a Pelosi in the making here, it seems. New Jersey gubernatorial hopeful Mikey Sherrill has become one of the Garden State's richest lawmakers in Congress 6 years after getting elected to Washington. Buoyed by a portfolio of Lux properties, millions in stock, and a banker husband who earns more than $2 million per year. Wow, she has a nice life. She's doing well. We can all take solace in that, right? Republican Jack Ciattarelli and his allies have pummeled Sherrill over her finances, accusing her of flipping stocks and cashing in since being elected to high office. So
I mean, it's funny. It's like the same exact thing as the Pelosi setup. She can feed the insider information to her traitor husband.
Exactly. So here was a viral moment from their gubernatorial debate back in September where this came up.
Make sure that he doesn't get to serve again when I win for governor in November of this year.
He is a real no talent.
There's another big difference between her public service and my public service. It actually cost me money the time I put in and took away from my company. In the 7 years that she's been in Congress, she's tripled her net worth. There's another big difference between the two of us, okay? She broke the law.
This is like a mafia couples counseling session here. It's like a therapy session. They're going back and forth. Hey, she broke the law.
There's the lost episode of The Sopranos where Melfi runs for governor.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah.
She had to pay fines for violating federal law on stock trades and stock reporting, and the New York Times reports that while you're sitting on the House Armed Services Committee, you were trading defense stocks.
Jack.
Ouch. Trading defense stocks. Well, that's even worse, given the times. Sherrill has denied that claim, saying she does not own individual stocks. Though a mealy-mouthed response to the question about her net worth from the Breakfast Club host Charlemagne the God has only fanned the flames. That's right. Now, we, of course, have to go audio only for the Breakfast Club, but you talk about an awkward exchange. Take a listen.
Took $30,000 from Elon Musk's campaign fund, and that you made millions on the stock market, tripling your net worth while you were in Congress and you were fined for unreported trades. What do you say to that?
So I've never taken money from Elon Musk. I
thought you took it and then donated it to charity.
To my campaign, and I, yes, donated in kind to a food bank because I wanted people to know where I stood on it. But I also don't trade individual stocks.
So when Newsmax claims that you made $7 million from stock trades, what are they talking about?
I don't believe I did, but I'd have to go see what that was alluding to again.
That is brutal. That is a brutal 2 seconds. And then followed by, I don't believe I did. Okay, that's the worst answer you could possibly give, because what that tells people is that you can't keep track of whether or not you made $7 million. Like, that makes you more out of touch than if you did do it. Like, some people could sympathize with somebody being corrupt and be like, oh, fuck it, I'm getting mine. Telling people, you know what, maybe I took 7 million, maybe I didn't. That makes you sound more out of touch than if you just said, yeah, I did it, fuck you, I'm getting mine.
Well, and this tells you what a setup this all is. If you look at the big picture, okay, so look what happened in Virginia last time. They're doing slave catching exercises at the schools in Loudoun. So they say, well, we cannot have these maniacs in charge anymore. Whatever. Youngkin, he wears sweaters. It seems reasonable enough. He doesn't seem like an extremist. Then they get in and they're batshit crazy. And so you'll go for this. Does she sound like someone who's going to reform the system in a way that is going to address the underlying problem of wealth inequality and increasing oligarchy? Of course not. She's a beneficiary of that system. She's married to somebody who is in the central nexus of that system, and clearly, just like Pelosi, is coordinating insider trading with her husband. So what? She's going to challenge it. But after less than a year of these guys, people are like, I'll take rainbow corruption. I'll take the rainbow corruption. It's less weird than what we're dealing with.
Just leave
And
my landscaper alone.
Well, yeah. What is it all doing? It's funneling everyone to the same place. The new world order is happening under both parties through different means. They just keep oscillating between different means, and both of them just keep steering us in the same exact direction. There's absolutely no real course change except at the margins.
I like this. What democracy? Does she have hot sauce in her purse? Yeah, that would be a good moment. This would be a good time to pull at the hot sauce. Oh, you should have come prepared. Nice time to change the subject.
I don't believe I did, but I'd have to go see what
Did someone say
that
Tabasco?
was alluding to again. What kind of came from?
It was a report
my
in
husband.
the.
No, I
Washington-
know it's from Newsmax, which
Yeah.
again,
And then another one in the Washington Free Beacon, which is a conservative leaning platform, but they said you had increased from between 733,209 to over 4 million in 2019, and then between 4 million to 13 million in 2024. So that's where they got the 7 million increase. 'Cause it's the average of the two broad asset
they averaged out
categories.
that. Yeah. Look, we've been really lucky. I really deeply feel like this country has provided an incredible amount of opportunity to us.
You know, we've been very fortunate to make a lot of money. Wow, that is brutal.
Fuck you. You suck.
That is absolutely brutal. But if early results are any indication of things to come, not quite brutal enough to land her a defeat, according to these numbers. Now, Jersey Jersey is a little tougher to figure out because, there is a such thing as rural New Jersey, but not exactly. Like rural New Jersey are like where they grow the blueberries, basically. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not quite the same as like Virginia, where you have real let's go branding country, right? But here you're like northern Jersey. Okay, so these are the New York City suburbs, so these are the most populated. And if you look at it, like Bergen County, she's not really doing that well there. Hudson County, she's doing pretty well. Essex, she's doing pretty well. And then down here at the shore, these are going to be the more conservative areas. So Cool Blue, if you could get me Bergen County 2024, that would be beautiful. I'll put your mic on here since now you have your sound figured out. There you go. Yeah, if you can get Bergen County numbers for 2024, that would be great. While you're doing that, I'm going to look at the exit polls here, which look pretty good for Cheryl. Not quite as strong for Cheryl as for Spanberger, but still pretty strong. 46% of the male vote. Again, that is high for a Democrat. 59-39. Yeah, that's a pattern that we're seeing now. Democrats just dominating with women. 45% of the white vote, 91% of the black vote. Hispanics and Latinos, 64. That was a trend in Virginia too. And this is another. You talk about the Republicans just squandering a mandate. Trump did very well among Latinos, and his favorability rating among Latinos has completely tanked for very fucking obvious reasons. And now,
I wonder why.
Yeah, now
Cool Blue, could you explain to us why Trump's numbers are down with Hispanics?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that it might be a money thing. Just like with every other demographic you could think of naming among racial demographic groups.
I think it's also that, the people are getting cuffed even though they're citizens if they're Hispanic. I think that plays a role as well.
NBC News exit polls would indicate that Mikey Sherrill, if those numbers hold about male versus female, how they're voting, she would win statewide by about 7 percentage points.
Okay, now, Cool Blue, what you registered your predictions. I should have made a slide. It's the least I could have done for you.
+6, Mikey Sherrill.
So you guessed Sherrill +6. And what did you guess for Spanberger?
+10.
Okay, so it looks like she's going to outperform that. She's on track to. But you look like you're pretty much right in the wheelhouse. So Cool Blue called all 7 swing states last time. And he got the margins damn close, too.
I'm going to jump in and say this. Over the last two elections.
Fuck Nate Silver.
Yeah.
2017, 2021 in New Jersey and Virginia, the gubernatorial outcomes, they were within 5 percentage points. So in 2021, it was a Republican pickup win for Glenn Youngkin by about 2 points, and the Democratic incumbent Phil Murphy was reelected by 3, so they were within 5 points of each other. So if Abigail Spanberger is like 10 or 11 and Mikey Sherrill is like 7, they're within 5 points of each other, New Jersey versus Virginia.
Yeah, it looks like that so far.
A few moments later.
Now, you said that Trump won Passaic County. What margin did Trump win Passaic County by in 2024? Oh, got it.
Landrew is dead.
Well, before I answer that, I'll let you know that Mikey Sherrill has been projected to win governor of New Jersey.
That is right. New York Times projects Mikey Sherrill, a Democrat, wins.
That's a sweep.
Well, yeah. So Sherrill won. So that's the news. And then Passaic County. Can you look Passaic County 2024?
Republican pickup in 2024 for Donald Trump. His margin was R plus 2.86.
Wow. Okay. So he was plus 2, and now that's Democrat plus 20.
Wow. So that's almost a 23-point swing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's what these ICE roundups will do. Like, I don't know what to tell. Like, again, like, you took the most diverse Republican coalition you ever had, and you immediately start melting down about a DEI halftime show, less than 3 weeks into office. And then you start rounding up tamale salespeople, outside gas stations. And that's the result. I mean, a big story of the night is the Latino vote. I mean, the Latino vote in Virginia was Democrat plus 30, more than plus 30. And in New Jersey, obviously, I mean, Sherrill is dominating. I mean, you had most every
she
poll.
Sucks.
She's horrible. We just saw her. I mean, she's absolute no
terrible.
talent. She's a corrupt, untalented person. I mean, she's like Nancy Pelosi, but a few decades younger. She's
anyone
horrible.
checked on Jack Posobiec to see how he's doing?
Yeah, but this was dominance. She's blowing the polls out of the water. Now we don't know what the final margin will be, but the fact that this was called with only 63% of the vote in means she definitely outperformed expectations. No doubt about that.
Those exit polls can get adjusted to, any slight numbers increase or decrease.
That's right.
Please clap.